In this video, we will discuss the recent news of the death sentence handed to a prominent Vietnamese property tycoon, Truong My Lan, along with 85 others in one of the biggest fraud cases in Vietnam's history. The damages from this case are estimated to be around $27 billion, which is equivalent to 6% of Vietnam's GDP in 2023. Hello, welcome to India World Insight channel. In today's video, we are going to tell you about one such case of fraud corruption. How did such a big fraud happen in Vietnam? What is the background of the Vietnamese property tycoon who defrauded around 1 lakh crore rupees, and how are so many cases of corruption coming to light in Vietnam? So let's start the video, but before starting the video, I want to make an appeal to you. We bring such important detailed videos for you with a lot of hard work. If you subscribe to our channel, we will also get motivation, and we will keep bringing more such great videos for you. You can subscribe to our channel for such videos. Let's start the video, and first of all know what the whole matter is, and we'll talk about it in more detail. Vietnam property tycoon Truong My Lan has been sentenced to death. She is accused of defrauding Saigon Commercial Bank, SCB, of 1 lakh rupees crore in 11 years. Lan is the chairwoman of property developer company Thinh Phat. She was arrested in 2022. She has also been charged with fraud, violation of banking rules and bribery. The verdict, delivered at a 5-week trial in Ho Chi Minh City, said Lan's actions had eroded people's confidence in the leadership of the Communist Party and the state. According to British media The Guardian, apart from Lan, 85 other people have been sentenced to jail. These include former central bankers, former government officials and some former SCB officials. Let us tell you about their background and how such a big fraud happened. Lan started helping her mother as a cosmetics trader in Ho Chi Minh City's central market, later setting up her own real estate company, Thinh Phat, in 1992. According to investigators, she was convicted of embezzling more than 304 trillion dong with her accomplices from the Saigon Joint Stock Commercial Bank, SCB, which Lan effectively controlled through dozens of proxies, despite rules strictly limiting large stakes in lenders. Investigators said that from early 2018 to October 2022, when the state froze Lan's deposits at SCB after his arrest, he embezzled large sums of money by arranging illegal loans to shell companies. Property tycoon Truong My Lan used his power to illegally take loans from Saigon Commercial Bank to benefit his company from 2012 to 2022. He kept some of the money for himself and bribed audit officials to cover up the fraud. This caused huge losses to the bank. According to Vietnamese media VN Express International, from 2012 to 2022, Lan and his associates took more than 2,500 loans worth 3.66 lakh rupees crore, which was 93% of the total loans of Saigon Commercial Bank, SCB, during this period. Lan is also accused of causing a loss of 2.25 lakh rupees crore to the bank. According to a report by Vietnamese media VN Express International, Lan's lawyers have argued that Lan has not committed any fraud because she did not hold any official position in SCB. However, the judge seems to disagree with her defense. The judge says that Lan once owned 91.5% of SCB through different people. She was the highest official of the bank. In a hearing, the judge said Lan was actually the owner of SCB. She made the final decision on credit approval and the appointment of key officials. Lan also gave a lot of money to all these people so that they would work according to Lan. The court says that Truong My Lan was once the highest official of SCB. According to the report, the documents submitted during the investigation and the statements of witnesses clearly show that Lan indirectly owned shares in SCB, Thinh Phat and Thinh Phat. Thinh Phat and Thinh Phat later merged with SCB. After this, he used SCB to meet his personal expenses, and the financial needs of his company. Bribed auditors kept 1 lakh rupees crore with himself. Between 2012 and 2017, Land directed the approval of 368 collateral loans for his own benefit. Later, the value of the property mortgaged for these loans fell. Due to this, when Land was arrested in 2022, SCB suffered a loss of 21,000 crore due to the fall in the value of this property. From 2018 to 2022, he directed the approval of 916 loans. He also kept 1 lakh rupees crore with himself without any information. This resulted in a loss of 43,000 crore. To cover up these frauds taking place in SCB, Lan ordered other officials to bribe the auditors of the State Bank of Vietnam. After this, SCB CEO Vo Tan Hong Van gave 43 crore rupees to the head of the Banking Inspection Department of the Central Bank. About 42,000 victims have been identified, with the loss amounting to $12.5 billion initially, but now it has totaled $27 billion. The victims of the scam were all SCB bondholders, who were unable to withdraw their money and have not received interest or principal payments since Land's arrest. Prosecutors have reportedly seized more than 1,000 properties of Land. But how did such a long-running fraud in Vietnam come to light, and that too in such an organized way? Lan was arrested as part of a national corruption crackdown that has seen a number of Vietnamese officials and members of elite business groups being prosecuted in recent years. The crackdown also led to the arrest of another Vietnamese luxury property tycoon, Du Anh Dang, head of the Tan Hong Minh Group, who was sentenced last month to 8 years in prison for defrauding thousands of investors in a $355 million bond scam. Lan's arrest in October 2022 sparked protests by hundreds of people in the capital Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, a rare occurrence in the communist country with a single-party system. The 5-judge panel, which included 3 jurors and 2 judges, rejected all of Lan's defense arguments. The death penalty is an unusually harsh punishment in such a case, given the seriousness of the crime and to regain public confidence in Vietnam's economy and banking sector. This case highlights the importance of transparency and accountability in the financial sector and serves as a warning to those who engage in fraudulent activities that undermine public confidence and threaten the country's economic stability. Because Vietnam is one of the countries that has benefited greatly from the China Plus One policy, if such scams continue to surface in the country's big banks, investors' confidence will also decrease and Vietnam's economic growth may also decline. Write your opinion in the comment section, whether it is appropriate to give the death penalty for crimes committed in economic matters such as fraud, corruption, scams or not. That's all for today in the video. See you in the next video. Join our channel for such insightful knowledge, and if you like our video then please like the video, it is important for us. If you have any suggestion then tell us in the comment. Also do not forget to subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Jai Hind.